Hello and happy Saturday from Coach A at Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. You know, I'm channeling my inner Justin Herbert today. Okay, I could, if I wanted to, if I so chose, I could watch, thanks to the NFL Network, I could watch NFL preseason football from noon today through about 11 p.m. I'm going to sample, but I'm not going to binge because God invented September through February for football binging. That and the fact that I like being married and I would like to keep it that way. Okay, my definition of a successful preseason debut for the Cowboys today against the Jaguars: nobody gets hurt and the Cowboys try to hold the number of penalties in single digits, something that always seems to be a challenge for that franchise. So last night, Friday night, BB and I were at the Majestic in San Antonio to see Daryl Hall get pissed at his sound engineers and guitar tech. Yeah, he wasn't kidding. But I later got caught up on NFL preseason highlights from Friday night, if there is such a thing as preseason highlights. So here's my expert analysis. Jordan Love looked pretty good. It may have been the first time I've ever seen him play football, as did Baker Mayfield and especially Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett looked really good. I do want to point out that Daryl Hall nevertheless just killed it for 2.5 hours. All right, that was a long time between dingers for Astros retread John Singleton. No, not that. We're not talking about Boys in the Hood or anything like that. The one reference here hit 2 homers in Houston's 11-3 Minute Maid blowout of the Angels, his first Major League Baseball round tripper since 2015. Now, after an early career stint with the Astros, Singleton was completely out of baseball from 2012 through 2021 before restarting his career in the Mexican League. He was called up to Houston from AAA Sugarland last Tuesday, and I'll say this for Singleton. If you look at the highlights, despite the 8-year home run drought, he clearly kept his bat flipping skills sharp, just, in case. And that was a very solid return to H-Town for Justin Verlander. 6 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 7 Ks to get career win number 251. Don't get caught in that meteor shower tonight, I'm just saying. Okay, true, Merrick Garland was to a large degree cornered to appoint a special counsel to dog Hunter Biden's trail. That recent botched plea bargain agreement left him no choice, both ethically and politically. Still, the appointment of David Weiss was the right thing to do. I have zero problem with it. Go wherever the evidence leads, but at least currently, there is no evidence implicating Papa Joe. Evidence, that thing that never seems to even interest Jim Jordan. So here's the GOP's smoking gun. Direct quote. Well, where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's what passes for eloquent, compelling discourse among the cultists. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there are cultists, there are dumpster fires. Okay, no one is exempt from fundamental legal procedures and rules of evidence just because he or she is running for public office. No, Trump, you are multiply indicted. You are out on bail, and folks who fit that description are required to STFU, especially about witnesses. This is not and never has been a free speech issue, and your First Amendment rights are not being violated. Okay, back to the Daryl Hall thing. Here's how I see it. I frequently get taken to task for taking shots at John Oates, verbal shots. Okay, got to make that clear these days. Verbal shots, but here's how I look at it. If Daryl Hall can do it, then so can I. So here's D. Hall, quoted again last night at the Majestic. I've got a new album coming out. It's called Before and After. It has a lot of the solo stuff I'm doing and have been doing for a while. And it also has a lot of the solo stuff I was doing before with another guy. But we're not going to talk about that. Proving that Hawlin Oates can really be heavy. Have a great Saturday. We are radically rational.